Odegaard staying at Arsenal for so long. Fabrizio Romano confirmed to us their fears that maybe these contract talks are really delaying because Odegaard might be looking elsewhere to leave the club of Arsenal. Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to strengthen all the hearts of Arsenal fans all over the world that your captain is here to stay. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. This is the football news show. Let's see close to 400 likes much of this video, and let's continue to subscribe. See it that we hit 18,000 subscribers, because we already hit 17,000 subscribers and you want to hit 18,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Now we are talking Rabiot new contract also, and the president of PSG talking about the departure of Messi and Neymar and how far they've gone ahead to get relief from the FFP. This is Rokani David, and this is the football news show. Now, you know, news is really coming in slow during the international break because we don't have a lot to talk about. You know why the scenario is like that? Because we are from the transfer window, not very many games played. Obviously the news is coming in slow, but all I want to let you know is that we are trying hard to obviously bring you the latest news and information as far as your football world is concerned. Now, Fabrizio Romano put out a tweet yesterday about the Arsenal captain, that is Martin Odegaard, and this is what he had to say. Arsenal are planning to continue talks with Martin Odegaard over a new long-term contract in the next weeks/months. Discussions ongoing. Odegaard could be next top player to sign new deal after Saliba, Gabriel Saka, Aaron Ramsdale, Martinelli, and Andres Nelson. Now, we all know that after the deal of William Saliba was really announced, we were told that the next big deal to be announced and obviously be discussed is all about Martin Odegaard, and this was made like 2 months back, and till now we've not yet seen any huge announcement coming in from Arsenal as far as the deal of Martin Odegaard is really concerned. Remember, Odegaard came in at Arsenal and signed a permanent deal in the summer of 2021 because he played from the winter to the summer on loan, and then he signed for Arsenal permanently in 2021, and ever since then the rest has been history. Odegaard has been one of the best players at Arsenal, and to me I rank him as the most influential player and best player at Arsenal. Now we are asking ourselves that when is this going to come to pass, and obviously Fabrizio Romano has told us that talks are continuing, meaning that talks have been taking place. And trust me, however much earns £87,000 a week, he's not going to be that player to obviously be given a salary less than £200,000 a week. If Bukayo Saka is earning £290,000 a week, Jesus earning £260,000 a week, obviously we don't know when they're in the Champions League how much is going to be paid. It might be earning close to £300,000 a week. Then Thomas Partey is earning £200,000 a week. Martinelli is earning £190,000 a week. Saliba almost in the figures of £200,000 a week. Then Kai Havertz is earning £250,000 a week. I think Odegaard is going to be in between £250,000 a week to £300,000 a week, because he is really one of the most influential players on that team. And you see, most of the influential players on Arsenal are in between £200,000 a week to £300,000, meaning that Odegaard is obviously going to be given a lot of money. And that shows you almost times 3 the amount of money he has been earning at Arsenal, because Arsenal gave him the exact salary he has been earning at Real Madrid. That was £87,000 a week. And because he was so much hungry to play, he just continued to obviously not even oppose it, and obviously told them that I'm going to obviously take that amount of money because Arsenal has gone ahead to give me an opportunity to obviously play my games on and on again. After that, Fabrizio had the following to add onto the story of Martin Odegaard. This morning, he had the following to say: Odegaard is in love with Arsenal and Arsenal are in love with Odegaard, so the feeling is mutual that they will continue together for a long time. Odegaard is club captain and an important player. on and off the pitch. He was at the Court Offside podcast this morning. Now, when you look at Martin Odegaard, he's the club captain, and he almost captained the club to its first ever Premier League title last season since 2003-2004. He played a very pivotal role into that title race in between Arsenal and Man City last season. And this season, he's obviously wanting to get more and more out of that by obviously flaunting a lot of that into the eyes of his opponents, such that they obviously do the needful. Last season, he scored 15 goals and put up 8 assists, no penalty. But this season, he's going to have to score 2 goals. One is a penalty and one is scored against my team. That is Manchester United. That is Martin Odegaard for you. And he has always going to hate to put in shifts that everyone is going to hate to admire at Arsenal. Trust me, no team in the world wouldn't like to be having Martin Odegaard. That's why Arsenal is in talks to it that they tie him on a longer contract. If it's Man United, they will take Odegaard on any day. Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, name any club in the world, Odegaard starts for any club in the world. That's why Arsenal are working hard, tooth and nail, to really nail him onto a longer contract of like 5 years, because when you look at Bukayo Saka, his contract 4 years and one further additional year. Gabriel Magalhaes, 4 years and an additional year. Aaron Ramsdale, 4 years plus an additional year. Saliba, 4 years plus an additional year. Gabriel Martinelli, 5 years plus an additional year. So it shows you that they've gone ahead, obviously, secure the future of these players for the next 5 years at Arsenal. And it looks like the contract of Odegaard is going to be for 5 years, because he's now 24, and Arsenal are really looking at him as a player who is obviously going to be so much pivotal and integral to their squad. And these talks are obviously going to really continue and see Arsenal secure a big chunk of a signature for the Norwegian captain and the Ghana's captain, that is Martin Odegaard. So we wait and see how that furthers on, but it looks like it's coming close and close and close and close, that this guy is obviously going to commit furthermore to Arsenal. We know he just came in from Real Madrid side, I think, 4 years, and from 2021 to 2023, looks like his contract is coming down, and they are trying to extend it further and furthermore. And that's why we say hard work pains but pays. The hard work of Martin Odegaard has seen him obviously put himself into that ilk of being one of the thought about players as far as the new contracts at Arsenal are really concerned. Now, let's leave that at that, and let's go to Adrien Rabiot, a player that just signed an extension of a further year at Juventus, and he's obviously going through some bad times there, and Juventus are planning to discuss with Adrien Rabiot a new contract in next month. Current deal expires in less than a year, 2024. Rabiot accepted to stay despite many proposals from Juventus plan. Rabiot accepted to stay despite many proposals, but Juve plans to discuss new contract as soon as possible. That is it coming in from Rabiot. Now, you reach an extent and ask yourself, how is Juventus going to keep all these players? Because they are not in Champions League football, and their finances are really shrinking and diminishing. That is one of the ugliest parts of life you would ever want to have, if at all you are at Juventus. And the performances are not really convincing for Adrien Rabiot to stay at the club of Juventus, unless otherwise he doesn't get clubs that offer him some good money. I don't see him staying at Juventus. Man United wanted to sign him on a free transfer to bring him on and obviously see him really earn some good amount of money. But United couldn't meet the realistic evaluation coming in from the side of Adrien Rabiot. But Adrien Rabiot for me is a very good player. I would have loved him at Man United, and I think very many teams are going to hate to love him at the club, a part of his egos and her mother obviously attacking managers for his son not getting enough playing time at the club. But Juventus are trying to obviously see to it that they keep him at the club for more and more and more times. And it's all about Adrien Rabiot to make a decision on where he's going to be playing at. But it looks like it's coming to a crossroads in between Juventus and Rabiot, because Rabiot is not seeing any further future from Juventus, and problems at Juventus are really increasing. And I think that's why they've gone ahead to think about this further, is because of the injury of Paul Lebile Pogba. Paul Lebile Pogba is really one of the players that has gone ahead to play some huge role at the side of Juventus, but he's always an injury-prone player and is always not available for this side of Juventus. And having returned from injury, he got an ankle injury again, meaning that things are not going on as planned for the manager of Juventus, and they're trying to obviously hold on to this guy a lot and see to it that maybe they dispose of Paul Lebile Pogba. Let's go to France a little bit, as L'Equipe is going to hate to confirm to us that the departures of Neymar and Lionel Messi, Sergio Ramos financed PSG's recruitment this summer, despite more than 300 million euros spent. Financial fair play rules were respected. So there are lots of questions towards PSG onto how they've gone ahead to obviously bypass the financial fair play rule. But the departure of players like Lionel Messi, who was earning close to £600,000 a week, and if I told you multiply it by 52, those are the number of weeks in a year. That sums up to how many? It sums up to £40 million a year, So for Neymar, same, £30 million a year a salary. Sergio Ramos was earning close to £20 million a year. So when you add that amount of money, that means they went ahead to rescue close to £100 million in salaries and bonuses. So they are left with a lot of money to spend, and after releasing all those players, they are going to balance up their stuff. So they brought in Goncalo Ramos for like 100 million euros. Cole Mwani also came in through close to 100 million euros. And those are the signings that obviously came in through and made people wonder, because when they signed Ugarte, they knew it was okay for them to pay 60 million euros for Manuel Ugarte, and very many other players they signed. But the signing of those two that costed close to 200 million euros obviously just left them in a situation of very many questions to be answered. So guys, your thoughts on Odegaard staying at Arsenal for long are welcome in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about Rabiot new contract at Juventus. Will he accept it or not? And do you think PSG violated the financial fair play rules? All that and more into the comment section below. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. And the Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Lau Fikum. Ciao, ciao.